What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my crypto journey. My name is Rodney, and today I want to do a little tutorial for you guys on how to do some research on these small cap community shitcoins or tokens, whatever you want to call them, right? That you want to ape into. Because let me tell you, we're degenerates over on my channel, and we like to get into these plays, but there's some things you should look out for when you're getting into these tokens because they may seem like a good opportunity, but there may be some things hidden in the contract that you may not know, and these things could wreck you. Now, I want to start off by saying this works best for things that are already launched. They work best for things that are maybe a day or two old sometimes. Now, if you get into a pre-sale on a project, you are at the mercy on whoever is running that token. Like if it's a token that's run by somebody that's a big figure in the community and that someone has a reputation they need to protect, well then I trust pre-sales a little more. But if they're pre-sales by random people you don't know, you're running the risk of getting all your money taken. That's just the game we play, right? And they're going to get away scot-free. That's just the game we play. So this works better for tokens that have been established. Now, we're going to take Terrarium, and we're just going to be using one website called the Token Sniffer. Really, really easy to use, right? And I'm going to put the link to everything in the description down below. Now, everyone uses DEX tools. If you don't use DEX tools, I'll leave the link to that in the description down below as well. Up at the top, you can see on a token, right? It has the contract address. All you have to do is copy that, right? Copy it right there. Just click on it and paste it into the Token Sniffer. Now, these are some of the things you want to look for. Let me move my dumb face. Here's a summary of the token. Now, the score, I'm not really too worried about. I'm not really too worried about the score, right? It all depends, right? There's a bunch of different variables. I don't worry too much about the score. I just look at some of these stats, right? Especially if it's a token that you want to ape in for a day and then get out after you make your profits. The first thing I want to see is the token sellable, right? Because sometimes, and it happens all the time, these things are a dime a dozen on DEX tools. Someone will launch a project with a popular name. You could buy it, but you can't sell it, so you just got wrecked. So this tells you, well, this token is sellable. The next category are the buy fee and the sell fee, which is a tax, right? The buy and sell fee. Now, this is 9% and 9%, which is pretty modest. Sometimes you'll see a token that's like up 500% on the day and you want to ape into it, but when you plug it into the Token Sniffer, you see that the sell tax is like 30% or 20% or something crazy like that. So if a buy fee is 20% and a sell fee is 20%, that's a 40% round trip fee for aping into this token. Are you ever going to really make money? Probably not, right? Unless this thing goes crazy, but probably not. So 9%, right? Under 10% is pretty good, right? 9 in, 9 out. That's actually pretty good. Verified. I don't really worry too much about this except for the ownership renounced. Now, if you trust the team and they're established in the community, the ownership of the contract doesn't really matter if it's renounced. They leave this unrenounced so that they can modify the contract if they want to do bigger things with the project down the road. Now, if it is renounced, that's obviously good on the token snap because it means they can't change the code, which means they can't adjust things like the buy fee or the sell fee. Because the fact that this contract is not renounced, that means the team could go in and throw this to 50% if they wanted to. If it was a malicious team, right? They could do that. Now, the next one is going to be the holder analysis, which is something I kind of look at a little bit, but not too much, especially if I'm just aping into something. So this says, hey, the owner or creator wallet contains less than 5% of the circulating supply. It doesn't. It holds 40%. Now, that could be a burn wallet or those sorts of things, right? And it says all holders possess less than 5% of the circulating supply. That means one holder in this token, that means one wallet in this project holds more than 5% of the circulating supply. So you have to watch out for that. That means one person has a lot of power over this project. And the last thing I really look for is liquidity, right? Is the liquidity locked? This means that they cannot drain the liquidity out of the project at a moment's notice, because it doesn't matter if the token is sellable or a honeypot. It doesn't matter if the fee is really good. If the liquidity isn't locked and you don't know this team at all, and this is something you're aping in, they can just drain all the liquidity out of the project at a moment's notice and take all of your money. So to recap, the three biggest things I look for is the token sellable? Is the buy fee and sell fee reasonable, right? You don't want to pay too much taxes, right? And is a liquidity locked? So if I'm aping into a project, everything else doesn't really matter. It does matter, right? It does matter long term. But if I'm aping into a project just for a day, if I'm going to gamble, right? Because that's what we're doing on here. We're gambling. These are the things I look for with the token sniffer, right? Now, keep in mind that none of this is foolproof. You could probably still get wrecked, and I'm sure you'll get wrecked more often than not. That's just the game we play, right? But when you win big, and it's nice, it's euphoric and those sorts of things. But I wanted to make this video for you guys, and this also works on Binance Smart Chain tokens. If I just go ahead and switch networks. At one point, it wasn't, and it is now. I'll go ahead and select totally a rug pool, which is funny because it's not a rug pool, but I'll copy that contract address. I'll paste it in the top right up here. That's going to pull up. And then I can see the same thing with the Binance Smart Chain contract. Shows the buy sell fee, which is really low. Look at that, 4%, 5%. That's what you want, right? Liquidity is locked. Of course, their contract isn't renounced, but this is a team that's been around the whole crypto sphere for a long time, and those sorts of things. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Was this video helpful? I wanted to give you guys some free chicken and help you guys not get wrecked, because in the space we're in, it's fun to ape into these small shit coins, but a lot of times you get wrecked and you lose a lot of money. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.